Hello everyone, you are welcome to Network Pips. So in our previous video, we created our initial scripted pipeline job and we connected it to our source code remote repository, GitHub. We ran this pipeline, but it failed due to we don't have a Jenkins file in that repository. So as you can see, so what we'll be doing in this video is to see how we can create our first Jenkins file and have it to build our first successful scripted pipeline. So what I want to do is go click on this configure, and you can click on this pipeline to go down to the last to the bottom of this page. Then I want to change this pipeline script from source code management to pipeline script. Then I want to click on this drop down and choose a very simple template. I'm going to copy this template. This is what we'll be working with to create our first pipeline. Then I'm going to come here and leave this page and go to my IDE, integrated development environment. So simply for developing our application code, that's what this environment is used for. If you don't have your IDE, you can simply go to the official site of their site, code.visualcode.com. That's what I'm using. So you can choose a platform of your choice, or the one you are using, Windows, Linux, or Mac OS. Then for me, I've downloaded and I've also installed it. It's very easy to install. You just have to follow the installation wizard and you have this IDE up and running within a second or minutes. So I'm going to create my Jenkins file, give it a name, Jenkins file, because you can be any name, but the recommended name is always this Jenkins file, the capital J, then Jenkins file. Or if you give it a name, make sure the name you are giving it is going to match the name you are going to have on your pipeline configuration. So I'm going to leave this name at like this without no extension. I'm going to hit enter to create my Jenkins file. So you can see my Jenkins file. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to paste that template that I copied. Now, what is this template saying? Our script is written in Groovy language. Remember, I told you in the previous video, but Groovy language is kind of complex, and we don't want to start learning new languages. So that's why Jenkins came up with this declarative type of language that we just need to state what we want, and Jenkins will go ahead and do the magic for us. So Groovy language, scripting your pipeline using Groovy language will also work. This is also Groovy language, but in a declarative format of it. So what this is simply telling us is that at the top level, we are telling Jenkins that what we want to create is a pipeline. That's what declarative is, declaring what you want. You understand? So I want to declare a pipeline, and Jenkins will create a pipeline for me. So that is what is happening on this top level. Then after that, we are telling him the agent of this pipeline, where is it going to run? I want it to run on any platform. Understand? So I'm going to leave it at default. So which is, it can run on Windows, it can run on Linux, it can run on Mac OS, whichever one. So that's the beauty of template. We have these things already scripted out for us. We are just modifying it just the way to suit our need or what we want to do. You understand? So that's the beauty of template. So after that, we have the staging level. Now we have this your stage. This is your parent stage. Now, our software applications are built and deployed via stages. We'll have the building stage, we'll have the testing phase, and we'll have the deployment stage. I want to explain that in more detail using this diagram here. Now, this is our CI/CD pipeline with Jenkins, what we're going to be doing. Now, once your software developers push an application, for example, once they push an application, your Jenkins is going to check out the application, and build it. It can compile it if it's a C# application, or you can dockerize this application with all the dependencies and runtime that this application requires to run. Then after that, you have another stage called testing stage. Now, on that testing stage now, you can either run any of these tests, the smoke test, unit test, or integration test as well. Whichever one you want, it must not be all of them. We have different testing tools that we can use to do a testing as well. Then after that, we can now move to deployment stage. Deployment stage, we're going to have deploying it to staging environment, which is going to where our QA is going to test out this application to check the quality and assures that this application is working fine before moving to to the production stage. So this is how our pipeline is going to look like. So having said that, let's move back to our VS Code and let's do this. So I'm going to just do a very simple pipeline. So you can see we have a parent stage here called stages. You understand? Then under it we now have a different stage which we want to do. So our first stage here, which I want to do, is going to be a build stage. I'm going to have a build stage. Then after that, what did I want to do on that stage? So here I just simply want to just echo building. Just gonna be a very simple stage, nothing much. Then see the beauty of templates and declarative kind of scripting. I'm just going to copy this particular stage now, and guess what? I'm going to paste it on the next slide. No, I'm not doing anything more, just copy and paste. You don't need to understand how this thing works. Just copy, paste, and modify it to your own taste, how you want it. So here I want to do testing. Then here I'm going to echo out testing. Then the same thing here, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to paste this second one. Now what I want to have here is deploy stage, and I want to also echo out deploying. So this is what I want to have on my pipeline. Just have what is simply showing is that I have my build stage, and on my build stage what I want to perform is just to echo out or print out building. Then the same thing on my test stage, what I want to echo out or print out is just testing. Then on my deploy stage, what I want to echo out or print out is just deploying. I'm not really doing anything fancy. I just want to just show you how this pipeline is going to work and successfully. Then in our next video, we're going to show you how we can do more complex stuff by building this application, dockerizing it, and also deploying it on our environment as well, on our remote environment. I'm going to save this file, and I'm going to commit it. So I'm going to do git add git status. You can see I don't have my Jenkinsfile committed yet. It's on red. I'm going to do git add. Then I'm going to add this my Jenkinsfile. Then next I want to do is to commit it. Git commit. Then give it a commit message. I want to give this message. Let's say added Jenkinsfile. I think that's a very nice message to give. Then next thing, git status. You see everything is fine, so it's now pen for us now push our code to the remote repository. Git push, and our Jenkins file will push to our develop branch. I forgot to tell you I'm working on the develop branch, not on the master branch. So we currently don't have any Jenkins file there before then, so I created this Jenkins file. So I'm going to go back to my GitHub account, and I will show you. If I refresh this my page, you can see it's not there yet. So if I refresh it on this develop branch, you should see it here. So Jenkinsfile, and if I click on it, no, it's taking me to no file. So if I click on it, you can see what I have here. what I scripted on my IDE is what we're having here. So I'm going to go back to my Jenkins pipeline. I'm going to click on build to build again. So Jenkins is going to automatically detect that file for me because I already specified it on the code on the configuration while building by Jenkins. So it's going to detect it, and it's going to build and execute all the commands that I requested it to execute. So you can see the first stage you are seeing here is showing you the narrative. It's checking out this source code, which is checking out the source code management. So you checked it out. So if you hover your mouse around each of these steps, you're going to click on this log. You can see what it actually did. So you checked it out. You can see git version, all the command that you ran, git fetch, git config, remote, git add, all those things, and checked out this remote repository on my Jenkins server. And the build stage, let's see what it did. So you can see I echoed out building. So the next stage, which is testing, you see, then the last stage, which is deploying. So this is what it just did. If you want to see this in much detail, you can click on this on that build, then click on output. You can see it on more raw detail. So this is how it looks like. You can even click on replay if you just want to restart a particular stage. You just want to maybe restart only the test or the deploy stage, or you can click on replay to see your configuration script, and you can even modify it from here and have it run again. Like for example, if I don't want to echo out this deploy, you can maybe change it to a different name and click run. It's going to run it for me. So with this, it's going to bring us to the end of this video. I would like you to like and subscribe to my channel, and in the next video we're going to do more complex stuff by building that our conduit UI application and deploy it to our remote server. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and see you in my next